Hi, my name is Trang and I'm currently a junior maturing in English Linguistics at the Department of Foreign Language of Saigon University. I just wrapped up an amazing 7-day trip across central Vietnam. Stick around to see where I have been. Go! On the first day, I woke up at 4 a.m. and got to school by 5:30. Join us on this whole trip were Mỹ Lộc and Miss Tú Anh.
Khỏe, lời chào buổi sáng thân thương và trân trọng nhất ạ.
Our journey officially began as the bus rolled off toward our first destination, Nha Trang. We stopped for breakfast at Suối Chè in Long Khánh. The restaurant had 3 options: bún bò, hủ tiếu, and bánh canh. I went with hủ tiếu for my very first meal of the trip. After 3 hours on our wheels, we had lunch at Cà Ná before hitting the road again toward Nha Trang. About 3 hours later, we finally arrived. That night, we stayed at the Nevada Hotel, a famous 4-star hotel in Nha Trang. We checked into our rooms and changed into comfortable clothes for some team building activities on the beach. Each bus became a team and we all worked together to win the games. The activities were designed to be really interesting and everyone had to join in. In the end, our group won second place. I could really feel that everyone was enjoying themselves and giving their all during these activities. That evening, we got to enjoy one of Nha Trang's local specialties named nướng. I had it with fresh herbs, mango, cucumber, crispy spring rolls, and dipped it all into a special sauce. And just like that, my first day came to an end. Today too, after having breakfast at the hotel, we moved to the first destination, Hòn Chồng. When we arrived, we got to listen to the performers singing live, and it was captivating. I also had a chance to learn about some traditional Vietnamese instruments. They were playing like đàn bầu, đàn đá, and also đàn tranh. It was amazing to see how each instrument produced such unique sounds, and it really gave me a deeper appreciation for Vietnamese culture.
Tiếp vào đàn này.
Nestled peacefully along the coast of Nha Trang, Hòn Chồng is a place where time seems to slow down. Gigantic rocks stack you on one another in quiet harmony as waves gently crash and the sea breeze hums through the air. A place where nature whispers its own melody, calm and endlessly beautiful. Now I'm standing by seaside next to Hòn Chồng. Hòn Chồng is a bunch of giant rocks stacked on top of each other right next to the ocean. It really feels like nature built this artwork by accident, but perfectly. There's also a famous legend here. People say a fisherman once tried to save a ferry from the sea, and his handprint was left on this rock forever. True or not, it definitely makes the place feel more magical. One thing I love is the vibe at here, the sound of waves, the fresh sea breeze, and the beautiful views of the coastline. It's super beautiful and honestly, it's a perfect spot to relax and take some awesome photos. So if you ever come to Nha Trang, make sure to stop by Hòn Chồng. It's simple but really unforgettable. Thanks. After we wrapped up our trip in Nha Trang, the bus kept rolling, taking us to Phú Yên, which had now merged into Đắk Lắk province, where we stopped for lunch. After lunch, we stopped by one of the most famous spots in Phú Yên, Gành Đá Đĩa, a place that makes you believe nature truly knows art. Layers of dark basalt columns stacked neatly together, straight and even like countless giant blades arranged by a careful hand. This stunning formation was created millions of years ago when molten lava met the cold ocean water, cracked and solidified into these perfect shapes. And there are only 4 places in the world where you can witness the sight like this: Ireland, Scotland, South Korea, and Vietnam, of course. It's hard to believe that in the sun-soaked, windy heart of central Vietnam, such a breathtaking masterpiece of nature could exist, powerful, still, and absolutely mesmerizing. Tucked away in the quiet countryside lies a timeless treasure, Măng Lăng Church, built back in 1892 in European Gothic style. It stands with 2 tall bell towers and weathered grey walls softened by layers of moss. What makes this place truly special is its link to Father Alexander the Road, the man who helped shape Vietnam's modern writing system. Right here, he wrote and published Catechismus in 8 days, the very first book ever printed in Vietnamese script. When the church bells ring through the still air, it feels as if time paused for a moment, and you can almost feel the soul of Vietnam's history gently echoing around you. After visiting Măng Lăng Church, we headed straight to Quy Nhơn, which now belongs to Gia Lai province, and checked in at the Saigon Quy Nhơn Hotel. Later in the evening, we had dinner together, and then everyone had some free time to explore Quy Nhơn by night on our own. And that's the end of day 2. So, it was already the 3rd day of our journey. If you ask which place could make me forget everything, leaving only the sea and the wind, it was El Gió. The name El Gió comes from the curved shape of the mountains that embrace a small bay, where the wind blows all year round. From the stone-paved walkway looking down, you could see the deep blue sea, and beyond that the mountain range stretched on and on. Locals call this the best place in Quy Nhơn to watch the sunset, where the sun slowly sinks into the water and leaves the sky glowing red. But because we still had to move on to the next point, we only to admire it in the morning. Before the day was set to depart for Da Nang City, since Da Nang City is approximately 300 kilometers away from Quy Nhơn, we only had time to visit El Gió on the 3rd day. Finally, we arrived at the Royal Lotus Hotel, one of Da Nang's 4-star hotels. We had a bit of time to rest and get ready before heading out for dinner. I got to enjoy one of Da Nang's most famous dishes, pork rolls with rice paper. They're served with pressed herbs and dipped in fermented fish sauce, giving that rich, unmistakable local flavor. And of course, the meal couldn't be complete without a bowl of mì Quảng, Da Nang signature noodle. That night, a light drizzle fell over Da Nang City, so I decided to head back and stay in the hotel, marking the end of day 3 of our journey. Unlike the previous days, we stayed in Da Nang for 2 days. Today, we had a session to learn and exchange ideas with the Royal Lotus Hotel. I got to listen to the hotel management introduce the property, and afterward, I had the opportunity to ask them questions directly. At the end of the session, I got to tour the hotel's room categories. First, they were the deluxe twin room covering 32 square meters, suitable for 2 persons. And next, we visited the suite room, which the manager explained is limited to just 1 per floor. This room spans 60 square meters, including a living room and a bedroom. It's truly beautiful, isn't it? In addition, the hotel also features a swimming pool, a gym, and a large dining hall. Oh, they are even decorating for the upcoming Halloween festival. Can you see it? After finishing the hotel tour, we headed out for lunch to recharge and get ready for the afternoon activities. This afternoon, we visited Ngũ Hành Sơn, a destination you simply can't miss when coming to Da Nang. Just a few kilometers from Da Nang city center, Ngũ Hành Sơn is a cluster of 5 limestone hills named after the 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. Legend has it that these mountains were formed from the exile of a dragon, a tale deeply rooted in the spirit of this land. Each mountain has its own system of caves and temples, with the most famous being Huyền Không Cave, where beams of sunlight stream through openings above, reflecting off incense smoke to create a truly mystical atmosphere. Ngũ Hành Sơn is more than just a scenic spot. It's a place where nature and spirituality, legend and reality come together in perfect harmony. Now let's join me as I interview a foreign visitor who's also exploring this amazing place. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Rachel.
It is your first time visiting in Vietnam.
Yes, it is.
What place have you visited Vietnam so far?
Did Ho Chi Minh. We went up to Hanoi, Sapa, and then we come to Da Nang.
Oh,
And then we're going to go back to Ho Chi Minh and then fly back to Australia.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Which place do you like the most and why?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I really liked Sapa. It was beautiful up in the mountains there. Yes, it was beautiful.
And how about Ho Chi Minh?
Sorry?
How about Ho Chi Minh City?
Oh, Ho Chi Minh is beautiful. Yes, it was lovely.
And how do you think about this place? This interesting.
Yes, very interesting. Yes, lots of rocks and caves, and yes, and then you got beach, and then you've got rocks and caves. Yeah,
And how could you describe the people in here?
very friendly, very nice. Yes, yes.
Okay. What do you think about Vietnamese cuisine?
Oh, I love it, love it. I love the beef lemongrass and the beef pho and banh mi.
Okay, thank you. Would you recommend Vietnam to your friends?
Yes, definitely.
Why not?
Because it's a beautiful, so many beautiful places to visit, friendly people. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
One of the most popular attractions in Da Nang that we were about to visit is the Museum of Cham Sculpture. I'm visiting the Museum of Trang Sculpture, one of the oldest museums in Vietnam. This museum was built in 1915 during the French colonial period, and it preserves the unique art and culture of the Trang civilization, which was flourished in central and southern Vietnam from the 4th to the 15th century. Inside there are hundreds of sandstone statues, carvings, and artifacts. Most of them were found at ancient Cham temples like Mỹ Sơn and Trang. What I really love about this place is how peaceful it feels. Walking among these sculptures, you can overfeel the spirit of the history, the mix of Hindu and local culture, the delicate details, and the story kept inside. If you're interested in history of ancient art, the Trang Museum in Da Nang is definitely a place you shouldn't miss. After the visit, we headed back to the hotel, and that was the end of day 4. After checking out, we visited Linh Ứng Pagoda, one of the most sacred and well-known temples in Vietnam, located on the Central Peninsula. Linh Ứng is considered the largest and most spiritual pagoda in the city. Though it was only inaugurated in 2010, the pagoda has quickly become a spiritual symbol of Da Nang. As soon as you arrive, you can already feel something special. The road loading uphill winds along the mountain with stunning ocean views on one side and lush green trees on the other. The air is fresh, the wind is gentle, and everything feels calm and pure. The pagoda itself is breathtaking. It had a traditional Vietnamese design, curved roof, dragon carvings, and beautiful lotus-shaped lamps. Everywhere you look, there are symbols of peace and balance. The Lady Buddha statue, standing 67 meters tall, the second tallest in Vietnam. Up close, it's even more majestic. She faces the sea, watching over the fishermen and the city below. When you stand at her feet, you can feel both strength and calm at the same time. To me, Linh Ứng Pagoda is not just a spiritual site, it's where a beauty of nature and the soul of Vietnamese culture come together. If you visit Da Nang, make sure to spend some time here. It's truly unforgettable. After the visit, we got back on the bus and continued the journey back to Quy Nhơn. And then we had a little sing along together on the bus. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it.
Còn tôi như muốn có ta tôi mắt em thật rồi.
Thì lấy ai anh chỉ mong người bình yên thôi.
Yêu dấu mắt cửa sổ đi chốn thế gian.
If Da Nang is known for its blue sea, then Quy Nhơn hosts an entire miniature universe of its own. The Science Discovery Center is Vietnam's first complex dedicated to scientific research and exploration built with the vision of bringing knowledge closer to everyone. Inside, you can interact with physics models, learn about the universe, or gaze at the sky through a telescope. Oh, and we also experienced a 360-degree movie, which was absolutely mesmerizing. After that, we watched several Tesla experiments, things I had once only learned about from books, now brought to life right before my eyes. And finally, we reached the last day of our journey. Today, we visited the Institute of Oceanography in Nha Trang, founded in 1922, one of the oldest marine research centers in Southeast Asia. The institute reserved over 20,000 marine specimens, with the highlight being a massive whale skeleton nearly 20 meters long and weighing several tons. As you walk past rows of aquariums, the underwater world unfolds before your eyes. Corals, sea urchins, and various species of fish, all teeming with color and life. The Institute isn't just a place for research, it's a journey of discovery, helping people understand and appreciate the ocean and everything it gives us. That's it. I've come to the end of my long journey through Central Vietnam. Each destination is more than just a scenic spot. It's a story, a memory, a reflection of the Vietnamese soul. If you ever get the chance, take a trip across Central Vietnam to realize that the beauty of this country isn't only found in the places you visit, but in the feelings they leave behind in your heart. And now we have made it back to school, ending our journey and saying goodbye for now. Bye!